It is Mother's Day 2022. And I'm wanting to rename the day. I don't want to get away with that. To Gratitude Day or Caring Day. Because when we care for something, whether it's a child or of our own, or a child, a living being, shall we say, it's not done without gratitude. You can't do that. You can't see it being performed, being experienced without experiencing gratitude. I don't think it's possible. There's always something to be grateful for. So, it'll be interesting to see in 10 years' time or 50 years' time how we'll understand and appreciate not just the people who have had the opportunity to have a child, but those who have had the opportunity to reach out to another living thing and offer care. Because that's what mothering is about, care and gratitude. If you're really lucky, you get to see that shown. And I was really lucky to see that shown in so many ways by so many of the people that were important in my life. So it's Mother's Day. And whatever you care for today, I hope you enjoy it as much as possible to enjoy it, and remember to be grateful in what you do, what you're able, what you've given your authority to have strength to do. Because it's all about choice. So, today, beyond Mother's Day and beyond Gratitude and Caring Day, it's the day I'm going to read day 60 in Blossom Goodchild's work, The Bridge. And they say, "Welcome to you, our friend and colleague. Decisions have been made, and it is to come about that along your future events, there shall be projects that will allow the mindset of those on your planet to change. We have assessed the value of these changes and feel that it would be most useful to all involved. Continuing on from our last contact, we would advise that although there are many of your kind that are willing to raise their vibrations in preparation for our coming, there are so many still that refuse to comply. These are their wishes, and we have always known that we cannot interfere with free will. However, we feel that there perhaps should be more opportunity for those who remain in a sleep to be given their wake-up call. We do not wish to let these souls remain in their present state. Therefore, it is that we shall be sending a wave of light form through to them, which we are hoping shall aid their present state of understanding." This can be achieved in many ways. It shall occur during their sleep state, and yet, when one has awoken, they shall be able to recall what they perceive to be of a dream. However, it shall have an effect upon their emotional state. They will feel a lightening of disposition and have flashes of remembrance of that dream. This, in turn, shall bring them to release past beliefs and pursue the questioning of these dreams and indeed their relevance. Side note, Is it just me, or did they just explain everything that's happening now, including the enlightenment, the enliftment, the upliftment, the Schumann resonance being off the charts, the awareness that's coming to everybody? It feels like that last paragraph just hit the nail on the head. Let's continue on. And they say, it is baffling to us that the human mind has shut down to such a degree as to remove any sense of the bigger picture. How compact have many of you allowed your minds to become? You have literally, through time, shut down functions of the inner workings of the brain, and this is indeed where much of your problems evolved. There are those who would say that the human mind is all there is. We would say that is not so. For within the human form, there is and always has been the capacity to expand the awareness of the soul self. This reaches far beyond your imaginings, but not your capabilities. I'm putting in a note. I don't know if I'm going to be able to remember what just came to me, but it needs to be said probably at the end. Just a minute. Apparently now. The ability, where are we? There is the capacity to expand the awareness of the soul self. And anybody that is wondering how to do that, whatever you're drawn to for a reason, and that is a way to expand the soul self, whether it's art, whether it's music, whether it's like me, shortly getting back into the salt water again now that my wetsuit is finally adjusted. Yay, had to make it bigger. Whatever you're drawn to, I heard when I read that paragraph, meditation, boom, came down like a ton of bricks. But it's not just meditation. Wherever your mind is drawn to as joy or excitement or any kind of creativity, that's your key in the lock to be able to expand yourself. That's how things will be shown to you. Back to it. So they said this reaches far beyond your imaginings, but not your capabilities. And that's for those who think that there's nothing other than the mind. It is of much sadness sometimes, they say, that when we witness these blockages, how elated we become as we see those of you begin to awaken into the glory of your souls. Let love guide you each step of the way. Through love alone can one find the expansion of the soul self, which allows the connection with the higher self to become apparent in the moment of now. And Blossom says, not to put it out there, of course, but there seems to be great difficulty with our link today, and we have been doing so well. The weather is all over the place lately. Does this interfere? And they said, yes, but not in the way you would look upon it in your terms. It is not because the wind is blowing, for example, that we are experiencing difficulties. It is more so the imbalance of the atmospherics that is the problem. Excuse me. You see, we battle continually with forces outside that are determined to destroy. This does not deter us. It just makes our task a little more difficult. We are not hindered by their efforts. And may we say it is not just from our vibrations that these defenses apply. Much from your world also has great reason to prevent us from contact with you. We do not just mean you, Blossom, as you sit and channel these words. We mean on a far greater scale. It is imperative to those who wish to prevent our visits from taking place to interfere in any manner possible. Too much is at stake for those who have so long worked against us for reasons of control. Fear is entering into their beings in these new times. Many have been made aware of our coming and our prospects, and they work intently to prevent this taking place. We have much to contend with. Yet we made it known to those in power in order for there to be a change of heart, in order to give them warning of what would take place should they not comply with our wishes. Sadly, those in the highest of positions in your world could not concede to acknowledging the truth of these outcomes. They continue to bombard and deceive. We have no fear. We are not capable of this. Thus, we continue in knowledge that their downfall is imminent. How the mighty shall fall. As we have spoken of before, we wish no harm to those who have plotted against us. We desire only that they shall find peace and understanding within their individual selves and make amends for all the devastation and atrocities they have caused. Only truth can prevail. It would be of much joy to our hearts if this turn of events had not needed to take place in the way that they must. But due to the Earth's depletion of energy caused by the absolute greed of a few, it is necessary for this change to come about in the way that it must. We cannot and will not allow destruction and world domination by the wrong kind to further its plans. Thank you. You rightly retuned, and all is well. And she says, Blossom says, in love and thanks to you also. Cool. That was day 60 in Blossom Goodchild's book, The Bridge. All Blossom's work is available on our website, www.blossomgoodchild.com. Her channelings are on YouTube. And I hope you have a fabulous day. Doing whatever you do, enjoy, and creativity and fun. Take care.